So we are here on the motion calendar on this case, and the most recent motion that I have is a motion to withdraw from Ms. Diaz. Uh,
Yes, Your Honor.
has that been signed by your client?
No, it has not. Unfortunately, it happened while all this was going on, and I haven't been able to get her. She has not sent me an emailed signed copy or anything like that. She hasn't been very cooperative with me. I'm.
Did you give her notice of this hearing today?
I did, Your Honor.
And you sent her a copy of your motion to withdraw?
Absolutely, Your Honor. By email and by mail.
All right, let's see if the petitioner's counsel has any objection to Ms. Diaz withdrawing.
We do not have any objections, Your Honor.
All right, then, Ms. Diaz, please submit an order in court map
Okay.
for my signature. It has to have an email address and a street address for your client for service of any additional papers, pleadings, motions, etc.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right. What other motions are pending today?
This is the only motion pending, Your Honor.
Okay. So I could easily conclude this hearing, except in a case this complicated, I can't let you all go without just asking people generally how things are going. So let me start with the guardian ad litem.
Things are going pretty well because there's cooperation. We're not bringing, Isaac is not coming to Miami. He's staying up in Claremont. He's being homeschooled. He's actually doing a lot better being homeschooled.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I mean, his stepmother is working with him one-on-one, and he's doing better. We do have issues that we probably wouldn't have another hearing where the mom could be there. My concerns are that the child's therapist says that she needs the mother to have co-parenting, and she's offered to do it because she'll do it on the phone. She'll do it on Skype. She is concerned the child is being told by the mother that he doesn't have to work that hard. I'm only telling you what the therapist said, and I've already filed it with you. So it's in my report. All right. So I'm not bringing up anything new today, only that she feels as though the mother needs to know how to communicate with the child without upsetting him. His mom is saying things like, according to the therapist, when you move back here, we can go to your old school and it's going to be so much easier for you and you'll do better. This is, and his teacher, who we missed each other, but I have a note from her that he changed his attitude in the last grading period before the break, where he wasn't really trying that hard. He was like not trying hard. So when she told him, you can't go to the Fun Fest tomorrow if you don't get this done, he finished everything in 10 minutes. So clearly the child, with the proper incentive, can do more than he was showing that he could do. So I had wanted, and we can wait till mom comes back and can be on the phone for mom to talk with Nami, the therapist. And she said she'll do it over the phone. It's on my report. And mom gets therapy right now in her house because the social worker comes to mom's house. So maybe it's over the phone, but it's not that different. So if mom could learn how to speak with the child better, it would cause him less stress. Yeah, and they're also recording all the calls now. I recommended that because she started saying, like, when you come here, I'm going to buy you this. When you come back to Miami, I'm going to buy you that. And the therapist's position is this child and I urge you to read the report before. I know you've got so much to do, but she's basically saying he's being gaslighted.
I hear you.
So we've been trying to get mom to voluntarily comply with the co-parenting with Nami, Ms. Chandon, but she says she can't do that because she has her other child there with her. It's also cost $140 a session. But the child's reality, there's no realistic date where he will know where he lives. We have nothing realistically. So that's what NAMI's problem is.
I hear you.
Okay, so you heard, that's all I have to really say is let's get a final hearing and let's get, mom before you so we can talk to her about why she can't speak with NAMI over the phone and learn some tips on how to deal with the child. And that's about it.
Judge, I just have one thing that I wanted to say, obviously, before I'm officially off the case. I know that Your Honor had also suggested that the child see Dr. Shekowitz again, and it's been over a year and a half that he saw him initially. So I know that the last time I spoke to the respondent was about January, and she told me that she would pay her $600 for him to see Dr. Shekowitz. But obviously, with the way things are right now, I don't know how soon he can see Dr. Shekowitz and how the arrangements could be made. But I know that Your Honor had recommended that, I think, back in July of last year.
I'm a little concerned that the mother has not done what the guardian has recommended.
I understand.
And I'm wondering whether or not I should restrict the mother's phone calls with the child and say they need to be supervised by a third party until she decides to participate, because this mother doesn't seem to do anything unless you force her.
Well, I think that if Your Honor, the case management conference is set, and whether she's forced to actually come before Your Honor, like we are right now,
well,
she should answer to you.
I mean, I get it, but this case has been going on, what, 6 years? And something this simple, and
no, I know.
Doesn't get it. That's fine, but I'm not sure that that's what I need to do. I have to think this one through.
Well, whatever order Your Honor.
What are the pleadings that are outstanding? It's a petition for modification, isn't it?
Yeah, we also have our petition for support for the child.
Right.
That's never been filed, though, Your Honor.
It is. It was filed with the relocation.
The petition for modification?
It's on the relocation petition for support.
Okay, you asked for support in the petition for relocation, but there's no petition for modification pending before the court. I think Your Honor mentioned that to the counsel previously, but again, I don't have the file in front of me, and I've had problems getting in touch with my clients, so I don't want to get further involved as to anything further that goes on.
All right, I agree with the guardian that we need to set this matter for final hearing. Let me hear from the father's lawyer.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
Hi.
So, yes, what we have outstanding is the child support issue, as well as the mother has been asked to provide her financials. She has not done so. And in regards to what the guardian ad litem stated, that, the mother should go see the child's therapist and have sessions with the child's therapist, the father and the child's stepmother have already offered to pay the $140, have offered to pay for the bus. They've offered to pay for whatever she may need, hotels or anything, and she just hasn't gone. The mother hasn't gone to see the child, I believe, in Claremont since October. She hasn't driven up. The father has complied with the court order and he has come down, but the mother has not executed her time sharing and she has not gone to see the child. Another thing we have is that the child's therapist has advised for mother's time sharing to be supervised. I spoke with her personally as well. She wrote it in her report, and she would suggest for mother's physical time sharing to be supervised because of what she had heard the child tell her. So
yeah, that doesn't surprise me given what I've heard.
Yeah.
All right. So our local family court services is doing supervised visitation by telephone and by Zoom now. So I'm going to see if I can do this order right now.
What about the child seeing Dr. Shekowitz? Because I think that's crucial that he see.
I do too. I've already ordered it, and I think you guys need to comply. But just I don't need to do another order because I've already ordered it. Let's see.
Marianne, you'll let Megan know about the Dr. Shekowitz?
That she should pay the $600?
She said that she would pay it. That's what she told me in January.
I absolutely will. If we have to, I guess, figure out how to like.
You know what? When I email her the order, I'll let her know.
Yeah, because the logistics of him seeing Isaac in Miami now.
Yeah, but maybe he can. Maybe he can do it by phone.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'd love it down the road. Because he does know, and we have had a neuropsychological eval done of Isaac as well.
Yeah,
so,
I'm gonna see. I'll tell her to follow up with Dr. Shekowitz and find out if council can assist. Also, see if he can do it by phone. I don't know because I just don't know. Things are in a situation where.
Well, he's I actually did. The stepmom sent me his grades, how he's doing now, about an hour ago. He's doing so much better that I had to talk to her, and I did speak with her. I called her and said, "What are you doing?" And
no, I can imagine the homeschooling must be working a lot better.
Really, it works well for him because he needs that kind of attention. So she would. The $140, see, for him to go see, the $600 is one thing. The $140 for NAMI, who is the therapist, is a different issue. But
right, but if council, if the father's has offered, I don't see why she should not do it and why the court should not order it.
But she can't drive up there for it. She could do it over the phone.
Right. So, I mean, there should be no impediment. I mean, she should be doing that.
If the father pays for it, if the father can pay for it, I'm not sure, Veronica, if that's the case. But if dad could pay for it, maybe I think mom would comply. Apparently, she's been much better on the phone since she knows she's being recorded.
Yes.
Right. So I need an order, and I'm going to ask the father's lawyer to draft it. I just did an order, and I sent it to all of you for supervised visitation through Family Court Services, but my computer doesn't allow me to do this. I need the order to say that the mother's telephone visits will be supervised, and I also need to order the mother to contact the child's therapist to make arrangements to go visit with the child's therapist, because that's what the therapist wants.
Yes. And she'll do it on Skype.
No, that's fine. But I mean, I need the order to say that, and I need the father's lawyer to draft that order and submit it to me by court master.
Okay.
The next question is this trial going to take more than one full day?
The trial meaning the child support issue?
Correct. That's the only thing that's pending.
No, the other issue. No, one more issue, two issues. Whether you're going to lift the restriction on the father of her second child who she lives with, Gabriel. There's a motion pending to lift the restriction on him.
That's true. There is.
That's the one that's going to take the time.
I agree. Is it going to take more than a day?
Most probably.
2 days? 2 weeks? I think
2 days because we have we have 1, 2, 3, 4 witnesses.
Okay, and
you got the guardian, and you got the evaluation.
The mother may have several witnesses as well. I think 2 days is sufficient. Debbie, what is my first 2-day trial availability?
Well, you just had one a few days from now, but that's not going to work.
Yeah, I've got some time next week. The case just settled, but I don't think that's going to work for you guys.
I have, let's see. Okay, I have a day and a half, May 7th and 8th. I have, let me see, May. So I don't have them exactly this. Okay, here, I have May 28th and June 1st. So I think that's a Friday and a Monday, something like that, I believe. May 28th. Yeah, it's a Thursday and a Monday. So that's
I'm
what,
available.
Okay, does that work for everybody?
Yes.
I'll let the respondent know when I send her the order on the motion to withdraw and the order that council's going to submit now.
Okay, fine, Debbie, and it works for everybody else?
Yeah,
Okay,
it worked for me. Is
fine.
it going to be on Zoom, Judge? We don't know.
We don't know yet, so it may very well be. Debbie's going to send out a trial order, a formal trial order. Remember, Debbie, it doesn't go to Ms. Diaz, it goes to her client directly.
is her email address on the service list?
It's on the service list and it's also
Okay.
on my notice of hearing.
Okay, perfect. As long as it's on the service list, because that's how I send the
I don't
invite.
know if it is, and I'm going to check it right now.
No, that's what she said. And I should take Ms. Diaz off the service list, right? That's what.
I can give you her address right now if you like.
Your Honor, on the order, do I include
Okay,
telephonic?
hang on. The
Okay.
address that we have for the mother is a street address, but it is not an email address.
The email address is underneath her name. It's MAU.
Hang on. I'm talking about what's in the computer system.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not what may be on your order.
I understand.
Or service list. So, Debbie, you're going to need to get that from Ms. Diaz. So that
Okay, can she just give it to me right now? She's got it right there.
Yes. It's MAU
Yes.
GAN
GAN, yes.
COLON 93 at gmail.com.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. I just want to make sure everyone gets proper notice.
And
All
I'll
right.
tell her to check in with Dr. Shekowitz as well. I'll put everything in a letter to her and I'll copy the guardian as well.
All right. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See you all. I hope you are all safe and healthy.
Likewise.
Yes, I think you're using a
I had
headset.
to, yeah, because I have
So-
no audio on my computer.
So actually the sound is better with the headset than without. Your sound is better than anybody else's sound on this hearing. So I'm learning a lesson too, and I think I'm going to try to get one for myself because it is much better than anybody.
Yeah, they're USB headsets. We got them for the office.
Yeah, I'm going to look to get one of those. It's great. It worked
Thank
really
you.
well for this hearing. All right, stay safe, everyone.
You too, Your Honor.
Talk to you soon.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.